Alright, and so we begin. Been a bit since I last did anything, and I've done some stuff off stream. I also wound up dying, of course, because of a ghast, which I hate. I hate ghasts, because they are very annoying. Which is ridiculous. I was in my safe space, and the inside was burning because of a fireball, and I lost half my stuff. Granted, I was able to replace it, but it's still irritating. But that is how some things go. But today I am going to be doing a little bit more work on something else. Let's see. Mostly I've got 2 villagers hidden away. Well, sort of hidden away. And what I'm going to do is try to expand their area, put in maybe like, I don't know, a farmer villager. Just generally set up another space. I'll eventually turn it into an iron farm and eventually like move villagers to a different space to turn into a trading hall. But I'll get to that point. For now, oh, and I can hear a zombie. All I'm really doing is just some simple stuff. Just do something here and paste. Alright. Alright. And there's a spare bed. And I can't sleep because of the zombie. Alright. Where are you? You've got to be close. Oh, Jesus. Hey, you little buggers. There we go. Is that it? Alright. Now I should be able to sleep. And we're good. So we got one guy who's a leather worker, just to make things simple. And then this guy has this. I accidentally grabbed my looter. Now, granted, I could probably replace the cauldron with something a little bit better, which I probably will, since I'd rather keep leather for other projects, mainly if I ever need more books. I have a lectern, but I'd rather not turn him into that villager just yet. I'd rather have something else, especially if I can get a hold of a zombie villager and cure it, which is kind of the reason why I would like to get stuff done in the nether. But I've already looked out the area, and it's going to take a little bit to get to the location I need to. Also, I have a full enchanting set, and I was very close to having enough levels in order to enchant my stuff with a level 30 enchantment, and then I died. So what I'd also like to do is eventually make an XP farm, which some of them require potions, which kind of puts me right back in my original place. Okay, so I'm back to my main area. I've got my smelter, which, how much stuff do I have at the moment? Okay, so I got a little bit of iron, I got my copper, or not, yeah, I got my copper and I got my stone. That's going to be for another project and another time, build like a small fortified area, probably close to the village. Or not the village, but what I'm setting up. Let me see. Probably the most ideal thing is going to be like arrows. Make like a Fletcher, so that I can always have access to some arrows and sell sticks, which that's not a bad idea. Let's see. Do I want that? Then I can make a mason guy so I can just sell stone and clay balls. That might also be a good idea. I might just do that. Let's see. So I need... Okay, I gotta think. The mason is a stone cutter. I could have sworn I have a spare stone cutter. There it is. That'll probably be better, and... No, not that. Let me find the clay. Where are my clay balls? There they are. Grab some clay balls. I'm directly over a lush cave, so I have access to all the clay I could ever need. Well, not all of it, but a lot of clay. Also, let me grab some stone, because hopefully... Oh, no, I've got the stone in the other thing. However, if you take some of the other blocks, like andesite or granite or diorite, stuff like that, that might work out too. So let's grab some stone. 1, 2, let's grab my stone. I'd also like opinions on something else I could build. Originally, I made this was supposed to be Yellowstone, but I think all I'm really going to do is build like a geyser somewhere at some point, rather than actual Yellowstone. I might prefer to do more like medieval-esque builds. Also, I need to make a sheep farm, which shouldn't be too hard. I just need to make a few materials. What I should probably try to do is make a sheep farm and make a sugarcane farm, because those are relatively straightforward. Some I just need pistons, and others I mainly need observers, which I have, I think, some nether quartz and redstone for that. And at some point I need to make a better, like, cow farm. So, pop in, boop. Okay, I got this one. There we go. Yes, perfect. Just trade all... Okay, that's as much as I can get. And they take andesite next. Okay, that's all my stone. So it's andesite, then quartz, and then... Okay, so that won't be too bad. Alright. But either way, that's instant profits. Eventually convert him, turn these into cheaper trades, and it'll work out really well for me. But I would like to get this back, and then immediately unlock this, which makes it so once I have an iron farm, this will become even better. Now, if I just had a few more of these, I could get that and combine it with a looting too. By the way, how many levels did I get from this? Oh, I got up to 12. Like, I think I almost doubled or tripled my trades. Hopefully that doesn't screw me up. Alright. Now, while I'm here, what I was originally doing when I was starting the stream is cutting down trees. I think yeah, that one's floating a little bit, but I'm just trying to get most of this stuff done. Let me get some, let's put the sticks away. Grab my dirt scaffolding. Right about here. Perfect. Alright. And this will probably just be a simple expansion this way, so I can fit a few more villagers. Yeah, because what I'd like to do is potentially just turn this into a space where it's this might just turn into the iron farm with a little bit of people inside trading. Because all I gotta do is like expand it out a little more, put enough villagers inside, and make it so that iron golems can't spawn around it, but it'll spawn on top, flow in, and die. So yeah, I'm just gonna make it longer. So that means, let me get an idea. How many blocks am I at now? So, not counting this wall, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I want to make it 20 blocks wide, or something like that. I might be able to fudge it a little bit by making it, like, different, but we'll get it sorted. Now let's just make it. And how wide do I have this? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try to make it one more wide. So yeah, I gotta go over here. Okay, so this is technically where the wall continues. So here, and then I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we'll do it the 6 here. Oh, too far. There we go. I'll get it sorted. There's a chance the design might change a bit, but better to get the area cleared out while I'm doing this. Alright. Let's get these flowers while I'm at it. There we go. Got some light. Let's think here. We're going to need this stretched out a little bit. So I'm going to have to go get some more of my cobble. So we'll get a rough blueprint of how we're doing this. We'll eventually build a road too, but if I want to build a road, I'm going to want like a horse or a donkey or maybe even a mule to transport stuff. Probably the donkey or the mule, since that's the only ones that can actually carry stuff. Or llamas, but you can't really ride and direct a llama. Okay, that's right. Cut through the trees. I'll harvest this soon. Hello, Biscuit. And right here is the trapdoor that leads me down to all my enchanting, which I put some miscellaneous materials that I've either going to enchant or were enchant. Well, I'm going to enchant. When I lost my stuff, I took some of the spare pieces that from there. Always annoying to get out of that hole the way I have it. Okay, do I have anything in here at the moment? Lava, 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 coal. Okay, let me find what okay, I got deep slate. I think I put most of my cobble in the other system. So put these away. Oh no, I don't want the mushrooms. Spruce, that, stone, that, emeralds. Okay, where's my cobble? I'll grab what cobble I do have. Yeah, that's all I got. This will just give me a rough outline of what I'm doing. Okay, I should probably just leave a torch trail. Oh no, there's a torch right there. I should put something here because of how nice and flat this area is. Maybe I'll put like something farm related here. Like put something that looks like something that would hold animals and have like my animal based farms there. Like something for the chickens, something for cows, something for sheep. I don't really mess with the pigs. If I want pork chops, I'm setting up a hoglin farm. Because that'll at least give me leather right alongside it. Okay, now we'll take the cobble and we will extend it out the way I have it. To about here. Yeah, I'm gonna make the wall bigger. Nope, messed it up. Now, in order to make this better, I need to make the wall at least 2 to 3 blocks tall so that I can at least let the villagers out. Probably don't need the corners, but I'm going to do the corners for now. I needed that corner. I did not need that corner, but now that also means I can take out some of this, probably, but... Oh yeah, I gotta do one more. I gotta do this. Alright, I'm gonna do this for a second. That. Alright. And now I've got to take my shovel and dig this up. Tree will come down once I get something else. Okay, so yeah, now... Okay, pop back up here. Okay. Okay, now shovel again. Take a little bit of a layer off to give a slight bigger buffer. Okay. Okay, so they can't get in, so which means I can do this for a bit. Because they can't jump up that. I can make the wall 1 block taller. Great. Gotta take the leaves out in order to do this. Which means I put this back. I'll probably shave corners later. Okay, let's get this figured out here. We're gonna move the beds to a slightly different way. I would like a 2-block space here and line all of their workbenches along this wall. So they've got 2 spaces here, and then beds laying this way here. And I'm going to get their spaces dug out now. Worst comes to worst, the wall gets shorter, but I gotta just simply get an idea of how many spaces I can have. Okay, so... Alright, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So, yeah, I made it. It's not quite long enough for a full 20. Unless I just do a 19 there and a 20 there, or somewhere within this range. But then again, I could probably just push this a few blocks more. So that probably won't be too bad. So again, I could spread this out and turn this into the iron farm. I just might need to make the walls just like maybe 1 block taller, mob-proof, the 2-block strip that they are in, so they only spawn on the ceiling, have water flow like mainly towards the center, so that golems spawn up top and then flow towards the middle, have hoppers running across to drop them into something else. I'll figure it out. Worst comes to worst, I make this more compact, like instead of longer, make it wider. Make it 10 blocks, like 10 by 10. Something like that. I know. I've done iron farms like this before. Well, not like this, but similar. Let's see. Come on. You guys going to bed. Why can't I go to bed? While you're doing that, let me move your stuff. Okay, we're going to put your stuff down here for now. Now I can sleep. I can hear the zombie. You can't get in. Okay, you're still normal. Your trades are still the same, meaning I can get more from you. Yep, there's the drops. Okay. Let's get this figured out here. Nope. I heard an Enderman. You're moving blocks. Okay. I could just make this wider and then shrink the size. Because, yeah, water only flows, I think, 8 blocks side to side. So 8. So, yeah. I gotta make it 10, but like roughly 10 by 10 or something like that. Okay, so I am going to tinker with this image. So, because right now they've got 5 blocks on the inside. This would be 6. So let's fill this back in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the wall. And then I just gotta go out 10 blocks, which means I need more stone. However, I need to tear this down to prevent things from getting in. And what I should probably do to keep them safe from lightning strikes is either 1, put a lightning rod close by, or 2, fill in the ceiling. Which, I might do that, and I will do it with slabs. So let's get, well, 1, get the wood off the roof. So they're going to be exposed for a little bit. I got logs from tree chopping if I need more slabs. And grab all this. I could just go right here. How many slabs can I make? Quite a few. We'll start with 60. I think 60 will be enough because it's... Maybe, might be, need more, so 20. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need more now that I think about it. Yeah. Plus, slabs are good to have on hand, so I'll just make another, well, I'll just turn them all into slabs. If I need more wood, I'll get it. I think I needed 100 specifically, because this is 5 by 20, or roughly. Alright. Let me put the torches on the walls and not on the ground, so we're gonna... Slap another torch there for now. Another there, move that over a little bit, slap that out. Now there should be enough light in here. Now let's extend the torching out here. Yep, okay, they should be good now. I need to go mining. We're gonna go cobble mining. which, well, we're going to be going for mining for cobble as well as whatever materials we get a hold of, because just go to the strip mine, bring some new pickaxes. We'll bring a new iron pickaxe for one, and maybe 2 or 3 stone pickaxes. If I come across something I want, I will go from there. Well, if I've come across something like, say, on the rare off chance, diamonds or gold, I'll use the iron pick. Everything else is probably going to be stone, because I can get a lot of those very quickly, because, well, I'm collecting cobble. As long as I have some wood on me, then that won't be that big an issue. I just gotta empty my inventory a little. Okay, so chest, saplings, 2 sets of dirt, slabs, that, flesh, keep the logs on me. I'll put that axe away. I don't need axes while I'm doing this. Yeah, I'll have a stone shovel. I'll swap that out. Torches there. I'll keep the coal. Keep the arrows in case I need it. I'll keep this dirt right there, so if I need bridging material. So let's find my iron. Do I have any iron in here? Or yes, I do. Spare iron pick. Okay, so we'll start. New pick. 3 stone picks. 2 stone shovels. Do I have any... Did I have a spare iron pick down here? No, I did not. How's the rest of my armor? Yeah, doing just fine. However... Oh, not the dirt. Because I'm not going into the nether, I will swap my gold boots for these boots. I will put the gold away. We're gonna do a few... We're gonna do a little inventory management. Bow. No, torch. Bow. No food. Bow. Dirt. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, no. Yeah, we're gonna have the iron one first. Okay. And you know what? For any miscellaneous material... No, not that one. I need an empty bundle. I know I have one. Right here. Any miscellaneous material that doesn't... that I only have a few of will go into a bundle. Okay, time for strip mining. I'm mostly mining for cobble. I could make a cobblestone generator if I wanted it, but I also want to find, like, more iron. Okay, this was for copper. I need to get down to Y level 16 for iron. Which, funnily enough, is down here. Axolotls, plenty of them. I think this was the newer path I was doing, directly over all this water. I could start branching in the other directions, but I think I'm just going to keep going straight for a bit longer. Oh yeah, I need the shovel. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the bow out of the main inventory for a little bit. Worst comes to worst, I just run away and then swap to the bow. Same thing. all we're going to be doing for a little bit. Can I put my torches in my offhand? No, I cannot. This is bedrock. Here's some iron. There's probably more. I'll look in a minute. Actually, let's check. Wait. Well, there's some lapis. Nope, there was no extra iron. Alright. This will get me a few levels. And more iron. Well, this was fruitful. Lapis, coal, and iron. Yeah, I'm mainly here just for more building material with stone. I do know that there is a trial chamber nearby. Hello, Rolly. Okay. Come on. There. Let's see. Come on. Just keep digging. Alright. Yep. Just digging. Nope. There we go. Just get this. It's mostly down here just for the cobble. Just trying to get something suited for villagers. Once I have that sorted, like just enough space for the base form of an iron farm, we'll get that going. I just need enough wall material. I'm not going for good looking, I'm just going for functional. At some point, maybe I'll attempt to make something look nice. Then again, that'll probably be done on like maybe a creative world to make something look nice in practice. I feel like would be something I might do, is just have a separate world, do some creative builds, like find an environment, because I don't want to do it in a flat world, because then I can't tell how it looks in an environment. Like, go into a creative world of just whatever biomes I feel like. Or if I can find a specific seed that is a multi-biome continent, and do that. Okay. Once this last stone pickaxe breaks is probably where I'm going to call it. And get out of here. Then I've got iron to smelt. And I got a villager set up to make. Okay. Or to improve. Not really make, but more continue on and improved. And probably what I'll do once I have the wall set up and the ceiling put in is get a sheep farm built in that small flat area nearby. Start getting as much wool as I need so I can make as many beds as I need. It's just hard doing that in a taiga where there are wolves everywhere and any sheep that spawns lives for all of 5 minutes. And then you just see wool and mutton laying around. And I've seen the ideas for like passive mob farms and not regular mob farms, which, again, I gotta make one of those, but that can be slightly annoying. Especially some of the builds, most of the time you have to go like 100 blocks in the air. Then you gotta build up 20-something blocks from there. Which is why I like this other build I've seen where it's similar to how I believe a witch farm is built. And it's just kind of platforms with a redstone timer to flood the platforms with water to push them into a kill chamber. I'll probably use that with deep slate because with the cobble, I feel like I need that more for other things. And eventually I'll build a cobblestone generator, but it'll probably mainly be manual because I don't have, I think, access to anything for a TNT duper, and I've never experimented with TNT dupers in Bedrock, or at all. Maybe that'll be something I test out, is like just do like redstone with static, like learning how to use redstone contraptions. Like I watch a video, make some notes, and try to build it. Alright. That's all that I'm getting. That gave me... You know what? I am 1 block short of 5 stacks, so... And that's andesite. I can't do that. Back here. Find one of these branch pieces. I can hear zombies, but I don't know where they are. You. Bam. 5 stacks. What else did I get again? Almost half a stack of raw iron, a little bit of lapis, some clay balls, a little andesite, a little bit of granite, some gravel, diorite. And mostly just down here for stone. Bop. But now that I have the one villager that trades for clay balls and stone, that means I should probably build a cobblestone generator that can connect to a smelting system that'll smelt the stone, or the cobblestone, into stone. Alright, Oh yeah, I'm off by a block or so. Alright. It's just most of the time it's getting the time to play the game to do that, and some other stuff. Let's hear, what do we got over here? Anything? No, I don't got more of that, but I do have some lava, which is always good. Okay. Yeah, I'm mostly just... You know what? No. I'm not going to throw this little bit of iron in that. I will, however, throw it in here. I'll take the bucket. Go get another thing of lava to replace what I've used. Throw it in. Grab the axe. Well, not the beat up axe, the fresh one. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm also gonna... How about let me make the stuff for the sheep farm? So I need quartz. I believe I need smooth stone. I need regular stone anyways for building that. So I have that. I need redstone. Right there. I also need a dispenser, which will probably take some cobblestone. Oh, it's all cobblestone. It's not regular stone. Darn it. So I'm going to use up a little bit, so... I would like to have 3. 1, 2, 3. I need bows to do that, so... I know I have some... No, I've combined every busted bow I've gathered. Which means either 1, I need to go hunt some skeletons for their bows, or 2, I need to hunt spiders for string to turn into bows. Yep, okay, so that means I'm not doing any more with this stuff. That's gonna go elsewhere, but for now, I'm just gonna offload all my stuff in here. Keep the coal, throw the flint. Let's get the bow back just in case I need it. Alright. Is it daytime or is it almost nighttime? I need to make a clock. Alright, do I have any spare leather? Let's find that stuff. Because now I need 1 piece of redstone. These 4 gold. I need a piece of leather and my sticks. Yep. Leather. So we're gonna make the item frame. Clock. We're gonna plop it. There we go. Okay, it's midday, so I don't have to worry about that. And off we go. I'll even get back a little bit of cobble because of what I'll be doing. I'm gonna light up around here. Maybe it'll improve spawn chances for sheep. I know it's torch spam, but right now that's all I got. At some point, I'd like to have, like, a farm for some other things. Again, I'd like to make a lot of farms, but I feel like I need to build them myself before I build... Like, I need to build them in, like, a creative setup before I do them in a survival, because especially builds I've never done. Okay, so... Did I... Oh, no, I didn't. I took it down because I needed the cobble. Okay, so... So let's see here. This is the opening. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's the wall. So up. Actually, better yet, let me, before I even do this, because I know it's gonna result in it, I need to, well, one, I need to dig out the rest of this and level it so I'm not spending cobblestone to make this wall taller than it needs to be. There we go. Okay, so now I just need 1, 2. Lag. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The wall. Well, the edge. Here's the question. Can I keep it like this? Because this don't look half bad, and like section something off for something else. Technically speaking, if I make something bottom slabs up here and make it so that there's only one space for the golems to spawn, they could still spawn. Like, make over here, like just here, the iron collections area. It'll be bigger than it needs to be, but then, technically speaking, a quote-unquote trading hall can exist here, while over here is all the collection for the iron. I just need to move these up like a partial block to make it non-spawnable. Okay, now how'd you get up here? You must have... Yep. Technically, this is spawnable. So yeah, like I said, I need to turn this into a non-spawnable space. So, let me light up here. Because just make a small, like only one small space for them to spawn. Granted, I have to spawn-proof, like, out maybe 10 blocks in every direction. But that's simple enough of just either turn it all into path blocks, lay down leaf blocks, use carpet of some kind, whether that be moss carpet or regular carpet. Like, it is possible. But I'd say the carpet thing would be the most irritating because of how many blocks I need, or how many carpet I would need to do that. Alright, so that means my most logical thing, other than, again, just make this smaller, would be to spawn-proof the top, and then just path block everything else. Because I like the idea of a sectioned off area that all the iron can flow into this area. And I could have, say, a converter inside here to convert the iron into blocks, the poppies into bone meal, and just a separate container for any unfortunate string that happens to wind up in the system. Okay, I am going to do a quick chisel. Fill in the wall. And I am sleeping here. Alright. Because I kind of like that idea. Just have this long space for all the villagers, which I could potentially literally just stuff them into small, like, stuff them into the cells if I wanted to. And still have access. Okay, let me put the block there for now. Hello, pig. I very much wish Mojang would institute a special name tag thing, just like all the other, a bunch of other mobs, where if we nicknamed a pig Technoblade, it would turn them into a default pig wearing either just a crown, or a default pig wearing a crown and a red cape. I would love that. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of just turning that into the only spawnable area. So, what I'm probably going to wind up doing is just put down, like, maybe stone slabs off the top of this. Like, I have the slabs there, but a different slab. That just makes it look like, a nice wooden ceiling. Granted, I should probably make it, like, 1 block taller. I'm going to get the idea. So, we've got, basically, 2.5 blocks tall for them to wander around. Their beds are going to be put in the ground here, so they don't have to worry about that. And the floor here will be spawn-proofed by turning them into path blocks. Every other thing stretch here is going to be something else. Also, I feel like I should move the door. Yeah, I think I'm moving the door. Well, not really the door. I'm moving the gate. So that it's not in line with all that stuff. There we go. That looks better. Because, again, workstations are going to be all across here. So it would work better that way. I kind of still want to make it 1 block taller because of the torches. We're not going to make it... Again, we got to make it functional, not... We got to start by making it functional. We're not making it pretty right off rip. So, I'm going to... Oh, wait. What am I doing? There's a stone cutter right in there. But... Yeah. Start. Oh, no, I'm not trading. I just want the stone cutter. We are going to cut it into these. And we're going to start right now. I want to see how this looks. We'll modify the other side afterwards. And I'm going to make a quick set of ladders with what little sticks I have at the moment. And I'm going to go like this. Break that down more. Turn that into that. Take that, and bam. Which I will make 1 extra torch just to get rid of 1 stick. So it fits nicely into the stack. And a spare. Okay. Now, once we get over here, that's where things are going to be a little different. Start by lining the edges here. Like that. Because that is going to be a different set of things. I need to make that maybe like a 2-block tall space. Nope, mess that up. There we go, and it's just enough. In order to fill in this space, it took 2 stacks of slabs. Over here is the other story. We are going to build this up. At least 2 more blocks. At least like that for a minute. Let's get a different block. Yeah, let's just go turn one of these stacks into bricks. Or at least half the stack. Half stack into bricks to lay out this pathing. We're going to take half this to do this, so we have some slabs for the edge. I don't have a bucket on me for water to test the area, but we are going to line... Again, it's going to be a 4-block space. Yeah, down here is going to be 2 blocks, but I can work with that. I'll go get a water bucket in a bit to test this out. Now, I kind of want that space to be where the death is. And I need more blocks. I'm short by 4. So let's go get the buckets. Like, get 2 buckets and find out how this is going to look. Because this might be onto something of... I'll still have my villager trading hall area, but I can then have a door, or just a... Well, actually, no, I'd rather keep the door on the outside, so that they don't wander into it. Because I'm going to have to mob, or spawn-proof the inside as well. I gotta spawn-proof the inside so that it doesn't spawn inside the kill chamber. But then again, I believe if I make it only 2 blocks tall in there, it can't spawn. But in order to make the converters, I'm going to need more space. So, yeah, I'm still going to have to spawn-proof the inside. Okay, so let's get some buckets. Nope. Not over there. Just in time. 2 buckets. We'll eventually make our... Actually, we'll keep that iron on us in case we want to build at least the basic structure. Oh yeah, and I need more building blocks. I think I have a little bit of either bricks or something in here. Right there, I've got 12. No, I want these. And once I'm ready to start generating villagers, I've got some bread here. Or I could simply make it potatoes, since I could eventually do something with that. I don't know. I'm still debating. Bread is the easiest because bread, they only need like 6 pieces of bread. It's just I need to build like a better like wheat farm. Or one that has okay, what time is it? It's not quite there, so let's do a check of something else. Actually, while I'm talking about wheat, why don't I just go over here for a few minutes? Up, up. The only reason I'm growing the beetroot is the off chance I have villagers who want it. Honestly, beetroot needs something done with it. Like, you only get beetroot soup and red dye, and you can get red dye from different flowers. So why would you do that? Okay, yeah, let me put this stuff away. Bup, bup. There we go. And the flesh. Eventually I need to get a cleric so I can start doing something with that, but that's after, 1, a trip to the nether and getting to a fortress, and 2... Okay, new guy. I've got emeralds. What do you want? Or what do you have? Perfect! A propagule. I could use that. That way I can get a different type of wood. Okay, where's my emeralds? It should be in here, right? No. Last one. There they are. I can get 2 propagules. Hey, buddy, over here. I've got your emeralds. Yeah, that's all you've got that I want. And then I need water for what I'm doing. But you're not getting the water for your llamas. I'll keep the emeralds on me just in case. This, however, is going to need a spot to grow, which, you know what? I will grow it on that empty space near the villagers. Or near the direction I go for those villagers. I gotta level this area a little more and cut more trees, but that is kind of tedious. We're gonna plop this, I'm gonna say, right over here. Yeah, see, there's a sheep. I would like to find a way to trap you and keep you, but that might be a slightly difficult. Like, right here, see? This is where the water isn't frozen. I'll put one there. And we're gonna go a little bit over and plop one right here. There. Stubby spruce tree. Anybody wish they had actual redwood trees? I know I do. The closest we have is the mangrove. Like, I like the color of the mangrove, I just hate how little wood you get when you harvest them. Okay, so... yeah, I gotta go in. I'll eventually build another way in. Or no, I don't go in, I go up. Right here. Blocks. And water. So we got one... We're gonna need, like, 1 water here. How far does it go? Okay, and the other one would go here. Which means I need an actual water source to flow all the way. However, if I... let's get my cobble. Swap the bow for the cobble. Yeah, it only goes just so far. I could just make the kill chamber bigger. But it'd probably be better just to go like this. Plop. No, not there. Right there. Collect the water there and just the full stream there and just cut out this whole space here. Like, just carve out here and here. Like, golems will spawn. They'll flow. Drop into a wide kill chamber here, which I need to light up in here before anything spawns inside. I can just have, like, yeah, right here. So let's build an example space. We're gonna put some dirt like that. Actually, no. The lava blade goes into that space. So let's tear out a little bit of dirt. Because if they drop into lava, that doesn't work out well. So, yeah, the hoppers are here, but they kind of flow into each other, except for two. That'll point down into a double chest. Or it could be something where you've got pointing down to a double chest here, pointing down to a double chest here. So, yeah, the lava blade has to go here. Okay. I think that makes sense. No, cobble. Okay. So what I'm going to need are campfires here. And a lava blade over here. I could make the campfires now. So yeah, let's drop back down. Dig out the dirt. That was the placeholder. We're going to add a door into this. Somewhere right about here. So, get the dirt back. So we're going to have campfires here. Like, yeah, I'm going to need another torch. It's pretty dark in here. Like that. I'm going to, yeah, let's move no, keep the ladder where it is. So they're going to flow here. Campfires are going to be here. I need, like, stuff here to hold the lava, which will probably be nether wood. So I gotta find some nether wood, because unfortunately I spawned in dead area, no like nether trees. Okay, let me put the blocks in. So yeah, trap. Well, one, I'm gonna need like fences or trap or signs here. Well, signs here, fences all across this. The lava blade will be there. They'll wind up on campfires as well. That'll do a little bit of damage, and unfortunately to any cats that spawn in the area. And then they'll die to the lava, and underneath the campfires are hoppers. Okay, so I think that'll work, so I'll just fill this in like that. I'm going to chisel out right here for 5, so I can access. Let's get the slabs. And fill in what's going to be over here. Again, not going to be the most efficient, but it'll suffice for what I am doing. Again, I don't do a lot of Minecraft like this. I'm not very technical. I would like to learn more stuff, and then I have just enough to fill in those 2 spots there. Which, you know what? What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put in spare bricks. Get in. Okay, but either way, that's all situated. I have the doorway into where it's going to lead to, so all this stuff, and then there's going to be some underground workings to convert iron into blocks and iron into blocks, the poppies into bone meal, and then just overflow chests for string, which is probably only going to be a single chest since I don't expect to get a lot of string from that. Okay, so I believe that'll work. Let me see if I can make those campfires now while I got the chance. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need these 8 campfires to... Internet quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Let me guess. Yeah, my internet reception is bad at the moment. Yeah, I'll just tear this up for a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I don't think anything's gonna spawn there because there's also a light source. Okay, I'm gonna drop in. Hey guys, sleep over. But not yet. It's not dark enough. Ignore the fact that you can hear fire on the other side. I kind of want to put windows in, but I don't need it for something like this. This is literally just meant to be a farm for materials. Zombie. Alright. Now that I think about it, what would be hilarious is getting a bunch of magma, lining the area here with magma blocks, so that while zombies will try to come to get the villagers, they wind up falling into a kill chamber, or wind up falling into the magma blocks, dying, and having a hopper minecart run along underneath to collect their drops. But then again, if I want to do that, I can distract them with, say, I'm trying to think, what is it? Turtle eggs. I could do that too. I can build another spot somewhere. Actually, that might be an interesting idea for a small zombie farm for just rotten flesh, like just for a simple experience thing. I could do the same in the nether for zombie pigmen. Or piglins. They're not pigmen anymore, they're piglins. Alright. Okay, stop talking. Start getting your other stuff. I could get the hoppers. Yeah, might as well go do that. You have some iron. So let's take the wood that you have, make those. Make these. That's only 4, but it's better than nothing. And that's all you can make. You need more stuff to do that. We're gonna do this, like this. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And then I need to go get another 20 iron. Convert that into hoppers. Lay those down in that area and go from there. Yeah, the propagules. I think the one last thing I'm going to try to do before I finish up this is hopefully take any other iron I have on hand and make a sugarcane farm. Possibly. Okay, so I need more of my iron, which I have a little bit in here, don't I? Yes, I got 40, so that has enough to make the other 4 hoppers I need. Leaving me with only 20 in this. How much do I have in here? 34, so I have 54 iron, which isn't too bad. I've got rails, so I can do that for a sugarcane farm. But that's going to be in a little while. I just want to get this built so I can eventually start dealing with breed the villagers, start generating the iron, or straight up, like, just get them started. And then while they're producing villagers, I can start clearing out space around them so that the iron golems, once they start generating, can't spawn anywhere but the kill chamber. That is going to be the goal. It's like once the kill chamber is built, it's just a matter of time of having enough of the villagers. Okay, so we are going to put the primary chest here. We're gonna shift, plop like that, and then like this, like this, like this. No, not there. That, that, and that. There. So now, if anything falls in there, it'll wind up here. Now, I can't do anything else. Unfortunately, I just remembered I can't actually start breeding villagers until I've gone to the nether and gotten some nether wood. Because this needs to be turned into a lava blade so that when the golems flow into it, they'll die. Because fire is one thing, but lava, well, this will only hurt them a little bit, slowly. While the lava blade and the fire will kill them much faster, meaning the rates should be slightly better. And again, I gotta clear out more forest in every other direction by at least maybe 10 to 12 blocks, I think. Oh, hey, look at that. You know what? I want... Okay, I don't have wheat. I just saw that. I want to keep... If there is a pink sheep, I want to keep that. So I need... Oh, goddamn. Come on, think. Yeah. How about this? This will be the idea. Perfect. And you know what? I'm just gonna make another boat. We'll make a second boat. Here, sheep. Come here. I don't have wheat, but get over here. Perfect. We are gonna move you this way a little bit. And all I'm gonna do is take what cobble I have and build you a space where wolves can't get you. No mobs spawning inside. Dirt. Just dirt ceiling, I don't care. That's one. But you are the most important. Get rid of this tree so I have more space. Ah, darn it. Okay, so now we gotta... You're gonna have a slightly tighter fit. But trust me, you will be safe. If you despawn somehow, I am going to be very upset. I have 2 sheep stored in there. Once I have wheat, I'm going to move them to a better space. Okay, I'm going to just also plop torches around here a little bit more. We got torches, and bop. 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 Alright. Alright. So now what we're going to do is head back. We will deal with that later or another time. I'm going to probably finish up soon because I got somewhere to go at 3, and I'd like to have a little time to do something else. I went to a benefit with my fiance I went with my fiance to a benefit for the mother of one of her co-workers who was dealing with cancer. We entered some basket raffle, and she has won one of the baskets. Doesn't know which one. Also, her co-worker who is working today won one. And I have to pick it up between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. And she is working till 4, so she cannot get it in time, so I have to get that. I have to leave at 3 to get to the location before 4 in order to do that. So what's here? I need... Where's that? Okay, there's the iron. I'm going to need more wood. Well, I've got a little bit. Let's see here. I also need... I either need regular stone or cobble. I don't remember which one. So I've got some cobble to make pistons. Oh no, I need redstone. Darn it. Where's my redstone? There's my redstone. Okay, so we need... I'm only going to do 3 to start with. Just a small thing to begin with. Let's see here. I need my observers. I just need 1 observer. It only needs to be looking at 1 block. I do not have I don't have any glowstone on me. I've got glow berries, but no glowstone. For light. For like a solid block light. So that'll be something else. I will find a different way to light it up. Hopefully. I've got a little bit of sugarcane here, but I don't have enough. But I have some growing outside. Actually, is there a way to make a copper bulb? What does it take for the copper bulb again? Okay, that's daylight sensor. I don't have that, and that's not really gonna benefit me much. Search anything. No, no! I didn't want fencing! Okay, let's... Yeah. Blaze rod. Great. I have everything but that. Granted, if I wanted some, I'd have to go find the, well, if I wanted some copper bowls right off the rip. No, it's not the glowstone block. It's a blaze rod. I know where I can get some copper bulbs already, because there is a trial chamber nearby. Actually, I think it's somewhere underneath where I currently live. I'm just not sure exactly where without checking, and I don't want to have to go down there and deal with all that just for a few light bulbs. I can, however, maybe do a brief check in the nether if there are any glowstone nearby. It's just I don't like the nether. Okay, so let's try. Pack that away, pack that away. that stone. I'll keep the wood on me. Leave half my food in case I die. Leave my good sword here. Take the normal sword. Drop that, take this. I want this on hand. Shovel is swapped. Get rid of that shovel. I need all the arrows I have. Get rid of the buckets, no point for that. Building block. Okay. Oh, it's nighttime. Alright. Oh wait, no, I need... Almost forgot my gold boots. Some extra arrows. And a bone. Okay, let's do this. I also realized I lost my compass when I went in here last. I think both my compasses. Oh yeah, and these foxes keep winding up in the nether. Okay. Okay, let me try to get a good idea of what is where. Go away. Come on. Let me go over here. Oh, Jesus, get away. Get away. Back off. The lighting. Oh, Jesus. Right there. I didn't do it. Okay, there's... I saw some glowstone. Nope. Right there. Okay, it shows the lava pocket. Okay, shift. Okay. Okay. Let's get... Nope. much did I get? 34, a few more. Don't get too greedy. As long as I stay shifted, nothing, it's not gonna knock me off. Okay, 55. 58. 61. 10. That gave me 3. Okay. One more. Oh. Right there. Okay. Which way did it... Oh, that, over there. Okay. Fuck you. I don't care about your drop. Get me out. Okay, I'm gonna keep this open so you guys can escape. I don't like the nether, especially with gas around. Okay. I don't need the copper bulb anymore. There. Now I can make redstone lights if I need it. Nope, I'm gonna put it in this one. Magma cream, glowstone dust, magma blocks. I need these, but no, I don't want to throw it out. Blackstone can be decent. Okay, throw the bone in there. Okay, there's that. I need that. I need that for lights. Pistons. 1 observer. Let's see, what else did I need? I'm gonna need water. 1 bucket for water. We need my sugar cane. 3 hoppers. 5, 10, 15. Okay, I need that. I also have a good idea on how to do something else. On how to have... Actually, I still should need water for what I need to do, but I'm also going to need the redstone specifically. So let's... Because this is going to be what I'm going to use... And I'm going to use the diorite. I don't care. Let me think. Oh yeah, I'm going to need the dirt, but I also need some sand. I've got glass panes for what I'm going to be doing, but I need straight up sand. Not from there, though. Over there. Let's swap pistons for my shovel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's get a dozen pieces of sand. Get those smelting. But only in one of the regular furnaces. And not with my lava. Take the coal out of there. Plop it in there. We'll put the lava in here, because this will be the generalized furnace. Because I need a little bit of glass for something. let's go get the basic structure built. And we're gonna keep it like right, okay, not over here, because I gotta clear stuff out. Over here, where I had the sugar cane to begin with. Okay, so that's where that's gonna be. We're gonna have two things either side, like this, like this. Need the pistons here. This, this, and this. How tall do they get? 1, 2, mainly 3. So actually, no, I can't use that there. Okay, and I need to sleep before I have to deal with creepers or anything else that's gonna ruin my day. I woke up and went straight down. Alright. I need at least... Oh no, I'll just take all of it. I take the majority. Okay, I just need... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's gonna be right here, isn't it? There we go. Just need a few of these for my glass panes. Right there. I should only need like 9 panes. Only need 1 glass bottle. Okay. I will be back in just a moment. Alright. I just needed a moment. Let's see here. Okay, back to what I'm doing. I need... Because I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna work. I also need the shovel to dig up some space here for a minute. Like this. I'm also going to tear this out for just a minute. Because I realize I just realized I need something for all this stuff to go into. So I need a chest. Wait, did I even make the hoppers? No, I did not, so I need 4 chests. That's 3. I'm just going to turn the rest of this into wood. There we go. No, I need 5, because I want a double chest. Come on, set the redstone back down, darn it. There we go. Still gonna need that. Put the shovel away for 5 minutes, move the torches, put that away. Grab that. Grab that. Okay. What I need to do is plop this down so that it'll funnel. Like that. Perfect. Shift. It clicks into that. Like that. Jump. Shift. Into that. Okay. Perfect. Now, this is where things are going to be a little bit more difficult. Now, of course, most people know you got to put water next to sugarcane. However, I think, if I recall correctly from something I saw, if I take this dirt, now it's going to obviously collect that, but if I take this dirt and turn it into mud, will it hold the sugarcane without... No. I thought it could. But the other benefit, though, of the mud is going to be the fact that it is slightly less, 1 pixel less in appearance, so that when the sugarcane drops, it'll drop into the hoppers below, and I don't need a like a hopper minecart. Go in, collect up the blocks, hop, and then actually no, yeah, I don't need that. Okay, so let me put... No, I'm gonna need stairs. Once again, gotta go over here. I'm gonna turn these into stairs so that they can still move. And 4 is more than enough. Alright. Let's get the sugarcane placed. Like that. Like that. Glass panes. There we go. Okay, now I need the observer. Now, if I place it like this, is it going to face me? No, it doesn't. Good. That's what I want. Now, if I do this, and then this, will it power those? So let me find out. I'm gonna need to... Good thing I've got a spare block. If I go like this... Good thing I have a spare panel, because I gotta sacrifice one. If I go like this, and then I go like... Come on. Yes! Now, it might not work 100%, because of sometimes it catches. But it does work. So this will work. it's now it's just about waiting. Lucky for me, I still have the manual sugarcane. I have manual sugarcane right here. So this should work to an extent. I'll eventually build a better one, but this is what I got for the time being. A simple 3-cell, which can get me, I would imagine, if none of the other two grow, and at least this one does, like 2. If these grow at least 1, 2, that'll make 4, and then even more, like 4, like anywhere between 2 to 6, I believe, each time it fires. But that's not my biggest focus right now. That's just getting something down because I want it in if I need it. And it looks like what I need now is more storage. So let's make another 2 chests. Oh, here. Oh no, I don't need another chest for that. There we go. Alright. That's as much as I'm gonna do for now. I've got 15. Okay, I got 15 levels, halfway to some decent enchants. That's over there. Some other stuff's that way. 2 sheep are blocked in. Hopefully they stay that way since they're in boats. If they don't, I'm gonna be upset. Great. Of course, I stay out just the tiniest bit too long and then I get attacked. Alright, but anyways, for now, that is all I'm doing for the time being. I'll either play this again when I get the chance to stream it, or maybe I'll go back to one of my 2 Monster Hunter games, because I've been watching a lot of the ecology of Monster Hunter, and it's very interesting. I would recommend watching some of those videos. But that's all I've got. I'll see whoever watches next time.